Welcome back. We start the fourth quarter of play, 16-6, Jackson Olin. 2nd and 14, Tony comes in motion. Tony gets the call. AJ to the outside, trying to get away. He won't get away from that Tiger defender. He's slung down at the 17. It'll be 3rd down and long coming up for the guys in the chrome helmets. Another Fairfield player has gone down. He's on the Fairfield sideline. And they'll have to tend to him.
What are they? Are they cramping up, you guess?
I'm not sure.
They're going down left and right.
5 different Fairfield players here in this second half. Tended to on the field by the training staff. All of them have seemed to be all right, and it might just be a cramp here early in the season. Of course, you have the heat timeouts. Down marker says 2nd down. Scoreboard says 4th down. Put it in the end zone and it won't matter.
There you go.
Tank Ward drops back. Tank looking around.
Oh, he's wide open.
He is wide open. Incomplete.
AJ was floating across the middle wide open.
Well, Kendall Smith was wide open as well, and that's where Tank went with it. And he missed him. It wasn't that close.
It's flagged down right there on about the 23, I believe, on this hash mark on this side. Jackson Olin looks like they might back up, huh?
Well, the good thing, if you're going to take a positive, there's still another play to be run on this drive for Jackson Olin, as the defense has gotten a rest.
Yes, they have. So that was a big penalty. They marked it all the way back to the 33.
Yeah, that would have been a holding call right there at the 23 in the spot of the foul. Pete, is, I believe, what they stepped off.
Yeah.
He was holding on that backside as Brandon was rolling to his right. Tank pitches. David Robertson.
Look at him.
Got some room to run, and David Robertson to the 15-yard line of the Tigers.
He got it back plus some.
Well, now the down marker shows 1st down. Now it shows 3rd. I have no idea what down it is.
Well, it's like you say, if we score, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go with the down marker.
Tank. Isaiah Harris. He was well defended.
Which brings up 4th, according to the down marker.
So it's 4th and goal from the 15-yard line.
Cabo,
Heave it up in the end zone.
where's Cabo when you need him? Gone, graduated.
He is graduated.
Oh, AJ's open
They'll
again.
have a shot. Oh! AJ Tony thought he was going to be able to come down with the football. Not a bad throw from Brandon Tank Ward in the back of the end zone. So the Mustangs had a shot, but they come away empty with 10:36 to play. Fairfield not out of this. It's 16-6.
You know, I tell you something, though. I like the call.
Another player shaken up as he comes to the sideline, favoring, looks like a knee or an ankle
I think they're
for the
cramping.
Tigers, Roderick Davidson.
It's got to be cramping.
No time to relax here. Omar Young has shown the ability to throw the ball down the field. They've got a couple of tall targets that can go up and get it. J.O. will just have to keep applying the pressure. Omar Young joined by 2 guys there in the backfield. One of them is running back Markel Holmes. 1st down. Pressure comes.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Pocket collapses. Quindarius Robinson on the sack.
Big Q got him,
You know,
didn't
we
he?
were looking at Quandarius before the game, and he's such a nice young man. Goodness gracious. That frame that he has.
Oh, man, he is the perfect – he's got the perfect physique. 2% body fat, if that, huh?
He's listed 6'5", 210. Can you imagine him at 6'5", 245?
You know, I guess that's what they'll put some weight on him.
Oh,
He'll be something.
He'll have his hand in the dough
Yeah.
somewhere. And off. Quick hitter. Running back.
It'd be at Auburn.
Marquell Holmes finds daylight. Not a bad run. Be 3rd down and 8 coming up. Just a junior, Quandarius Robinson.
He'll get down there with Rodney, Coach Gardner, Coach Steele, and I tell you what, that defensive Auburn's just going to get stronger too.
Pressure coming from the backside.
Ooh.
Could have been picked.
Yes.
Overthrowing his wide receiver, Brandon Coleman, was Omar Young. And there was a Jackson Olin defender in the area. And I think it was Erdy. Erdy Polanitz. 4th down to the Tigers. Liamba, the punter, back on the field. Last punt was blocked. A.J. Toney stands around the 46-yard line.
Don't you know he wants to take this to the house? He just may do it.
He fumbled the last punt. Fairfield had great field position, but the defense of Jackson Olin kept him out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. Chris Hall got up high. Liomba, directional kick towards the sideline. It'll be great field position for J.O. The ball landed at the 40. Let's see where they actually mark it out. It'd be right there around the 40-yard line. 9:09 to play, 10-point lead for J.O. On a nice night for high school football in the state of Alabama.
Look at the crowd. J.O. brought some fans tonight. And Fairfield did a good job showing up as well. I mean, it's a pretty packed house tonight.
Head off up the middle. No gain.
Yeah, nothing there that time. You got to kind of keep it on the ground, run that clock.
Kason Jones, the freshman, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
They're not in a hurry getting a play in.
Tank lofts it up. Pretty pass. Going up to get it.
He got it.
He did get it. Coming down with it, Kentrell Calhoun. There's a wrestle for the football.
I think when they came down, Kentrell had the ball.
He still has the football. What a catch.
That was a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch. And I tell you, the Fairfield defender was right there with him.
Oh, he was on him like Velcro.
Yeah, it was well played.
Kentrell just wanted it more. Had good position. And give Tank Ward credit. It was a well-thrown ball. He had one-on-one to the outside, and he put it up and gave Kentrell Calhoun a great opportunity. Kentrell did the rest. First down, Jackson Olin.
Yes, he did.
1st and goal from the 9. Just above 8 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Defender late coming on the field for the Tigers. J.O. in no hurry.
Yeah, they score here. This is really
Here's
nice.
the Bentley with a hard count. He runs hard and a nice hard cadence there from Vontae Bentley, future Clemson Tiger. Well, that's interesting. They call illegal procedures
Well, they
on
said
the Mustangs.
Yeah. Looked obvious up here that they jumped and hit our kid, come across the line, hit our center. Travion Pickens.
First and goal from the 14. Bentley on the outside. Bentley.
He can run too.
Boy, he can.
Another Fairfield player limping off.
Another
They're going
flag
down
on the
quick.
field at the 12. And that's against J.O.
They call holding? Is that what they called? Yeah, I think they did. First and goal on the what, 24?
Yeah.
That's a challenge, isn't it? See if we're up to it.
Just more room to operate. Pitch outside, David Robertson, nothing there. Diagnosed by the Tiger defense.
And another Fairfield player is coming up lame. They're going to run out of players.
You know, it was a funny line that Tua gave Alabama coach Nick Saban there after the national championship game when he threw the overtime touchdown to Devontae Smith. Saban was giving him a hard time about taking the sack on the previous play, and he said, Coach, I just need more room to operate so I could throw that pass.
He was right, wasn't he?
He was right.
He ought to be fun to watch this year. How do you think that battle's going to come out? What do you hear? What do you know?
I would expect to see both of them play in Orlando.
Yeah, but who starts? I mean, do you just say, Jalen, thank you, sir? You going, or do you put the kid in? What do you do?
You know, from all indications, Jalen is making the quarterback competition there at Alabama in the fall interesting, and that's not lip service.
Huh.
We'll
so
see.
It wouldn't surprise you if he started?
No.
Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of pulling for him to start.
It's a good problem
myself.
to have.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm pulling for him to start. I think he deserves the chance to start.
Oh, he's a great kid.
Yeah, I think so. He's college football.
And yeah, too, his little brother, Talia, is playing at Thompson. You want to talk about an arm.
Yeah, he was at the elite camp in Atlanta, and I sat there and watched him and Patrick Nix for a while, and I mean, those kids, that's some talent.
And Bo Nix, Patrick's
I'm
son.
sorry,
yeah.
Bo Nix. Yeah, thank you.
Well, Bo Nix, of course, tomorrow, Penson Valley, they're taking on Hoover. So you'll have
That'll be a
Bo
game.
Nix for Penson Valley, and then you'll have Hoover's George Pickens.
Ooh, and he is something.
Big wide receiver committed to Auburn as well.
He is the real deal, isn't he?
Yeah, second half of that, well, not doubleheader, but just down the road at the Met. You got Hewitt taking on Cedar Grove. David Robertson.
Another flag.
Another flag.
You know, if David could have got a blank there, he might have walked in.
We're trying to hit the quota here on the penalty flags.
I think so. It was pretty clean up till now, but now the flags are just coming left and right. I don't know. Maybe it could be they're getting tired. Who knows what that's about? Concentration, losing concentration. Good news is we still have the ball and we're killing the clock. I think.
I don't think we're killing the clock. I think the clock's stopping every 5 minutes or 5 seconds.
And it's like you observed earlier, that defense of ours is over there resting too, so that's good. Second down and goal from the 30 now.
David Robertson.
Woo, get through.
Robertson got a lot of it back.
Didn't he, though?
21 yards on the run from David Robertson. Makes it more manageable here for the Mustangs to get into the end zone and come away with points. It's third down and goal.
I'll tell you, this is fun. This is going to be a fun year watching David Robinson and A.J. Toney and the rest of that offense and all these kids. We've got some good kids on this offense.
Cason Jones So they give David Robertson a break. Kaysen to the right side. Kaysen drives his way down inside the 10-yard line to the 7 is where they'll spot the football. We'll have 4th and goal coming up. Kentrell Calhoun checking back in for the Mustangs at wide receiver. Junior wide receiver.
He's fun to watch. Isaiah Harris is fun to watch. Jalen Williams, Kendall Smith. I mean, we've got some good talent. The offense is in good hands.
Official timeout on the field. Get those Tigers some water. Get them hydrated. No more cramps.
How about a salt pill? Back in the day, that's what they'd throw us. Just take you a salt pill.
I think those have been medically proven not to be the most effective way to treat cramps.
I don't know. We lived through it, didn't we?
We did.
With very little water, too.
A lot of bananas. 5:58 to go. We're back to Fairfield in a moment. Welcome back to Fairfield, 4th quarter. 4th down and goal. Brandon Ward rolling this way. Looking at the end zone. Got a man streaking across. He's a wide open touchdown. Kentrell Calhoun. First varsity touchdown for that young man. And Jackson Olin adds their lead with 5:48 left here in the 4th. And some of the Fairfield faithful going to beat the traffic as they're filing out. J.O. has been dominant here tonight, especially defensively. It was a 78-yard kickoff return by Damian Miller. It's all the scoring that's taken place by the Tigers. Other than that, this J.O. defense has been as advertised.
Yeah, it's been a solid performance by the defense. You know what we found tonight, that we've got a really good cornerback.
I'll tell you what else J.O. has that's really good. A fine arts department. Take a look. It's the Jackson Olin Honors Choir. .48 left. The Wild Mustang package. A.J. Toney under center. A.J. He's up. He's over. 2-point conversion. A.J. is 3 for 3 on the night. 24-6. Mustangs in front. Comfortably in command and look to go 1-0 here on the early season as we take a look at the region realignment with Jackson Olin. Some new teams, some familiar teams getting back together here in Class 6A Region 5. You got Homewood. They won last night. They start the season 1-0. They had a win over Hueytown. Minor, the Tenacious Tigers. Get to see them again this year under a new head coach. Pelham, a lot expected out of the Panthers this year.
So they're going to improved from
got
last year.
a really good coach, and they got a 6'4" wide receiver that can go up and get it.
Wow.
Carver of Birmingham, always tough. Chelsea and Helena.
Well, you know they're going to come to play.
Remind you, coming up Thursday, it's the home opener there at Jackson Olin High School, Mustang Field. as Shades Valley comes calling. Very good Mountie team.
They're always tough. It's always a battle with Shades Valley.
Jacorian Wren with a worm burner. Picked up. And turn out to the 39. A lick laid on the return man for Fairfield, and that's where the Tigers will have it. 5:38 left. And tempers flaring there on the far side of the field. A skirmish breaks out, quickly broken up. Fairfield's coaching staff reeling their players back to the sideline. Don't need any silliness here late. It'll cost you playing time next week.
Yeah.
Need all hands on deck as Shades Valley comes calling.
I guess frustration's setting in. They've played hard, they've battled hard, and now they're probably realizing they're not going to win this game.
Well, the penalties
But it's
going
against
against
us.
Jackson Olin.
I was assuming.
Personal foul on the Mustangs. It comes the Tigers to start in Mustang territory. The first and 10. Tigers. Go snap. Quarterback keeper.
Ooh, who's that run him down?
Chris Hall. Oh, goodness.
Woo! Hey!
Oh,
There's flags now.
that's not good.
No. Our kids are trying to get out of there, so that's a good thing. That's good. More flags, more flags. All the Fairfield kids on the field. I bet that's a flag. You know what, Landrum? I am looking at our kids. The coaching staff has control of our kids. Look at that.
They know better.
I'm telling you. I mean, they
didn't think of coming off that
no, they
sideline.
did not. That was
And I can go
really
ahead and tell
impressive.
you, there's a new addition to that coaching staff over there, and he
Yeah.
coaches the defensive line. His name's John Whidden.
Yeah,
And I can promise you,
you know him well.
you want no part of that man.
You went to high. Is he in y'all's group?
John was a senior when I was a freshman.
Jason's brother, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Very talented football player. But I'll tell you this, he was also a goalie. And I don't even know if I can tell this story. But he was a goalie for the soccer team. No, I probably shouldn't tell this story. He's tough. Let's just save that.
Off
Yeah.
the air, you can tell me.
Oh, I'll tell you. You'll love the story. He was tough as nails, but he's a great guy and he's a great coach, and he loves coaching these young men. And Jackson Olin certainly lucky to have Coach John Whidden there on the sideline, along with all the other great, fantastic coaches.
Yeah, that staff has been together now a while, hasn't it?
Yes, they have.
They played for Pops, and now they're coaching with him and for Coach V, Tim, his son.
So hopefully cooler heads have prevailed.
Well, that was marked off against Fairfield
Yeah,
that time.
Chris Hall, it wasn't a horse collar. He slung the guy down to the ground. It was a fair play.
It was more momentum than anything.
It just happened to happen right there in front of the Fairfield bench, and I think
Right.
that and the 24-6 score.
And that play was brought down by Chris Hall. Made the tackle on that play.
Just keep rolling that clock.
Absolutely. Something's going on here. Might be they're just going slow, making things, settle down.
Low snap, Chris Young. Darius Robinson had his hand up. Hall not able to make the tackle, but a couple of other JO players, and they're quick to throw their hands up after the Fairfield Tiger hits the ground.
Yeah. I don't blame them, do you?
No. Michael Scales, he still had his hands up 10 seconds after the play had ended.
You know, he's quite a fella. He cuts up a lot. He's funny to be around. I was at practice yesterday. He was, he really looks up to Coach Pops, and he was messing around with him.
And Pops is a hoot as well.
Yeah.
Omar Young, back, middle of the field. Jump ball.
Did he catch it?
That
he caught
was an
it.
Unbelievable catch. Yes, he
Oh,
did.
my word. And he had double coverage right there
Yeah, he
on
did.
him.
Malachi Holt-Bennett, give him credit.
Wow, that was an impressive catch right there. He went up and caught it at its height and came down with it.
Kentrell Calhoun had a great catch for Jackson Olin, but that's a prime example of what you just saw from Markel or Malachi Holt-Bennett of high-pointing the football. Pressure going down. Guess who? Undarius Robinson, number 6, trailing the play. And that big 6'5", 6'6", rangy body and wingspan brings down the Tiger quarterback Young. Just about 3 minutes to play.
Those two are half of a D1 defensive line.
Yes.
And there they are again.
Yeah, they are. Jacorian Rim was in the backfield, and couldn't tell who made the tackle. It might have been Scales.
Yeah, it's hard for me to
see.
see down there.
Lighting on that end of the field is less than 100% right now. Big tight end, number 88, is checked back in. He left
He looks
after
big.
being banged up after a reception. Reginald Perry.
Who's that almost had?
Undarius almost had Young, the quarterback. And they're going to call a hit on Jacoby Moultrie, I believe. A late hit. His player was trying to hit out of bounds. Jacoby Moultrie, the 6', 180-pound junior. And I believe that's a referee trying to prevent anything else from happening.
Yeah, that was questionable, but it's over there. I really couldn't tell.
I don't know if Tim Bakakis agrees with it. He had his arms held out, but he might have been talking to Jacoby Moultrie.
Right.
Half the distance to the goal. Put it on the 7-yard line. Handoff.
Ooh, ran
Not
into
much.
a wall.
Initially, he had a couple of yards, and then the tailback brought down as he crossed the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up a yard. It'll be 2nd down and goal. 1:43 left. It's a pride thing for J.O.
Yeah, they got to keep them out of the end zone here. Defense hadn't given up anything yet. It was that kickoff return.
Low snap, handoff, nothing. Tough to see where the ball's spotted, Pete. Can you tell? Is it the 1-2 yard line?
I cannot tell.
It's close. They're sniffing the goal line.
Yeah. I'm thinking our kids are standing right on the goal line itself. Boy, that
That's a
snap's
false
been
start.
bad.
That's a false start, and that might be a break for the Mustangs. And that'll give them some room. Instead of being backed up to their own goal line, it'll be a 5-yard step off against the Tigers.
53 seconds left in the game. See if the Mustangs can hold them out. Typical first game, Landrum, I think. We saw a little bit of everything. Some good plays, bad plays, some mistakes.
Lots to work on.
A lot to work on next week. That's right. Short week,
Young
too.
throwing it up in the end zone.
Intercepted. They're going to call him for
We
interference.
sure are. It's probably a good call, the defender, and he's done a great job all night. Markel Williams, he did push off, got separation, took the receiver out of his route. Did come down with the football, but I can't disagree with the official there. Not much complaining going on or coming from the Jackson Olin coaching staff on the sideline with 37.6 to play, so they'll get some of those yards back, half the distance to the goal. Spot the ball at the 3. 3.5 is where the official on this side is standing. Third down from the 3.5-yard line. Another low snap. Nothing.
They're not going to let him in.
It'll be fourth down. 28 seconds left.
26, the clock's running. They're just going to let it run out, I guess. Mm-hmm. 9, 8
Fairfield
seconds.
trying to call timeout. And finally awarded the timeout.
See, I guess they're going to see if they can score here right at the end and see if Jackson Olin can hold them out.
All right, welcome back. 7.4 left. It's fourth and goal. Fairfield trying to get in the end zone. They throw it. And
got
it
it.
is a touchdown with 2.9 left.
Well, they fought hard for that touchdown, Landrum, and
Yeah,
they
they
got
did.
it.
They got it.
They got it.
24-12 our score.
So there you go.
Jackson Olin will move to 1-0 here on the young season. Fairfield 0-1. J.O. back at home, as we mentioned, coming up Thursday. It's a Thursday night game as they open with the Shays Valley Mounties. 7 o'clock, Mustang Stadium. We will be there. Hope to see you there as well. You can always catch our broadcast on the J.O. Mustang YouTube channel as a two-point conversion.
Is good. Did he call it good?
He's good, but there was a flag thrown in the end zone. Nope, they're saying no good.
Okay, no good.
Eagle Productions, thanks to all of our wonderful staff. Of course, Jake Marshall does an outstanding job. Filling some big shoes. He's growing up right before our own eyes. Remember when he was just a young man carrying equipment. And now look at him, directing broadcast. He's been taught well. He puts up with me and you.
So they gave it to him. They gave him the 2 point.
Okay. 24-14. Stick around. We'll have post-game audio on the field with Coach Tim Vakakis, I do believe. But we'll see if the Mustangs will actually come out, shake hands, or everybody just go to their respective locker rooms.
Well, tempers got flared, but I tell you, they did. The referees did, and the coaches staff for Fairfield did a good job of not letting it escalate. And then the Jackson Olin coaches did an even better job keeping their kids on their sideline. So it was handled very well.
Special thanks to our friends at Nicky's West. Since 1957, Nicky's West has been a Birmingham tradition, from their award-winning cafeteria-style lunch and dinner, their made-to-order breakfast, but also their excellent made-to-order tableside dinner menu, from the hand-cut steaks to the wonderful, freshly shipped everyday Gulf seafood. It's Nicky's West. If you haven't tried it, shame on you. Nicky's West, a Birmingham tradition since 1957.
Looks like Fairfield might be trying a little onside trickery here.
We're going to hand out game balls right now. Game ball from you. Who you giving it to, Pete?
I tell you what, I was really impressed defensively with number 28, Markel Williams. I mean, I could name any of the kids on defense, really. You know, Vontae did great. Quindarius did great. They all did great. Michael McFarland had a big game. They all had big plays, but Markel Williams, to be a sophomore, probably starting in his first game, I've got to give it to him. Offensively, I think I'd go David Robinson. Hard running, great debut as a Jackson Olin Mustang. How about you?
Defensively, it would be hard to argue, but I'll go with the entire defense. How about that?
I like that.
Won't single anybody out. And then offensively, I'll give it to A.J. Toney. David Robertson was great. But you picked David, so I'll take A.J.
Yeah, either one.
That's why I want to be different. How about that?
Somehow I knew that.
And Kentrell Calhoun.
Well,
now, he had a great block. If you remember,
yeah, I do.
That sprung one of those runs free, and he had a touchdown reception and another tough catch. Can I take that back? Kentrell Calhoun is my JO player of the game.
He had the block that sprung Tony. Wasn't it Tony that he sprung?
I believe it was.
Yeah. I tell you, any of them, all of it, yeah.
Kind of unfair to hand out a game ball tonight because it was a team effort, a lot of
great
efforts.
Effort.
David Robertson and his Jackson Olin debut. Yeah. Vontae Bentley, he looked good as well. Quindarius looked good. Jacorian looked good. Michael McFarland.
They all did.
Scales. You mentioned it. Markel.
Like Kevin had some good plays. Erdy was in there. They all were in there. Jacoby had some big plays. Like you said, I like that collectively, just the defense. So that's it, Landrum. Game one down.
Final score, Jackson Olin 24, Fairfield 14. Coming up next, we talk with head coach Tim Vakakis as J.O. Mustang football continues after this. All right, welcome back. Landrum Roberts with a victorious J.O. head coach, Tim Vakakis. Coach, first of all, I saw some things tonight that I've never seen during my 19-year play-by-play broadcast career here in high school football.
It was a little twilight zone there. A lot of things happened, a lot of adversity for both teams. They didn't plan that. It wasn't anything they did. It was just a weird, wacky game. But hopefully, I'm glad. Luckily, nobody got hurt. We made a couple plays enough to win.
Offensively, there in the first half, it seemed like the offense really had a hard time getting going. But finally, the middle of that offensive line started springing some holes. And your senior running back, David Robertson, he really made the most of his carries there in the second quarter.
He did, and we just stayed to the script. We didn't panic. We didn't start chunking it. We stayed to the script, and our guys kept pushing and they made some nice runs, and we did enough.
A.J. Toney with the 10-yard touchdown, then he caps it off with a 2-point conversion. Then they come right back, and it's a special teams play. It was a line drive kick by Jacorian Wren, and it was returned 78 yards for the touchdown. They got some momentum back there, but I thought your guys did a good job responding, coming out of halftime there in the second half of play there in the third quarter, and he answered with the David Robertson touchdown, the first of his Mustang career.
They did, and you know, they made some good plays. They got good players. Coach Henley does a great job, and the kid returned the kickoff is going to UAB. You know, so him and his brother, they're very good players. And we gave him a crease, and he took it. You know, but our guys didn't panic. We just stayed the course, and you know, we did enough.
Hey, we knew about the front seven you had coming in, but some of the questions were in the secondary with some inexperience. I thought Martez, the sophomore back there, did a nice job at times tonight.
Markel Williams, you know, he did. He made some nice plays. I'm proud of him. You know, he had a couple of long frame guys he had to cover, but he did a good job. And you know, we got to get better back there. We do, and we can't just hope everybody messes up. At some point, we got to make plays. But our guys, our defense played hard.
Kentrell Calhoun, your wide receiver, he had a nice block down the field that sprung a run open. You love to see your wide receivers, they get physical. That's what you ask them to do.
It is. And you know, he made a nice play down here in the end zone on the touchdown on the fourth down. And you know, we're a work in progress. We're nowhere near complete, but you know, our guys are working hard, and hopefully we can clean a lot of stuff up.
All right, you moved to 1-0. You got the home opener. Invite everyone out Thursday night there at Mustang Stadium on campus of Jackson Olin High School, Shades Mountain or Shades Valley. They're going to be tough.
They are. Coach Parker does a great job, and you know, they came over to our place last year and put it on us. You know, so I know we're going to get in with them, and hopefully we got a short week and we can clean some stuff up and hopefully improve.
Congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thanks so much.
All right, that's it. 24-14, the final here from Fairfield. As I mentioned, J.O., they moved to 1-0 on the season. Look to move to 2-0 with Shades Valley coming up next. Be there Thursday night, Mustang Stadium, 7 o'clock, or you can catch it right here, Eagle Productions, the J.O. Mustang Network. For Tim McCactus, all of our crew, Pete Triantis, my broadcast partner, I'm Landrum Roberts. So long from Fairfield. Good guys win 1-0 on the season.